I know you've heard about reversal patterns, whether it's a double bottom, a double top, inverse head and shoulder, or an inverse head and shoulder. I know most of the articles, of course, talk about that you take your trades only after the price, takes out the neckline. But then in this video, I want to say that that might not be case. That might not be the case. Okay, so guys, let me just show you what I'm trying to say. So as usual, let's just start with most articles, most forex articles, what they do recommend you, to do when you see a reversal pattern. Okay, so for instance, let's say we have an inverse head and shoulder. Of course, we anticipate that this is the left shoulder, something like that, and of course that's the head. Price goes up, gives you, right shoulder right there. Then article says that, when price takes out the neckline, that is, of course, that's a new high, then that's when you should be taking your entry, something like this. Then of course your stop loss has to be below the right shoulder. Okay, but then I've come to realize that that might not be the case, because if you kind of look at this, before that, of course, I do say that you hide the left shoulder. That is what I came to realize, guys. When you see an inverse head and shoulder or a head and shoulder, I do recommend that you hide the left shoulder. So this is what I'm trying to mean. Just a minute. Let's just do this once again. In fact, let's just use this left shoulder, neckline, the head, neckline, right shoulder, neckline. Okay, so now when you see this kind of a pattern, guys, I do recommend that you just hide the left shoulder. Okay, so this is the case. Now when you hide the left shoulder, what you'll realize that the market or price just giving out trends, whether it's since we're talking about inverse head and shoulder, so that's like a bullish trend. Okay, so when we talk about that, I'll need you to take your trend line, then make sure that the trend pass from the head all the way to the right shoulder. This is the kind of thing that I'm trying to talk about. So now look at this. If we have this kind of a play, maybe let's just make it neat, something like this. We have something like this, right? Now, based on the articles that say you should be taking your entry when price, breaks out of these neckline. So let's just go with that. Let's say we took that entry. So that means our stop loss has to be all the way to the bottom, which is crazy. So look at this. Now, if I try to clone this trend of mine, something like this, have it right there. So it kind of crazy, guys, because you're going to make your entry almost at the resistance. That means there is a higher chance that price, of course, is going to pull back before going to your anticipated direction. And you never know, price might pull all the way back to retest this last low. Okay, because they know that most stops are around that level. So price might pull back all the way to this level, take out most people's stop loss. Then that's when you see price going to an anticipated direction. Now, what I'm trying to say is, when you see this kind of a pattern, inverse head and shoulder, just let the market do its thing. Let it go. All right, this is it. After the price taking out that high, let the market continue going. But then guess what? Wait for the third touch, a retest right here. Then now when you see a mini version of a double bottom or inverse head and shoulder, now based on the 15, that's when you need to take your buy entry position. Now this is based on the higher time frame, the inverse head and shoulder. I'm trying to say the bigger version. Now when you see inverse head and shoulder on the H4 daily, do wait for a pullback. But when you see a mini version of inverse head and shoulder at the 15.5, then that's when you need to take your entry only if price takes out that neckline. All right, so let me just talk about head and shoulder. This was inverse head and shoulder. So head and shoulder, this is what we have: left shoulder, neckline, head, neckline, right shoulder. Then article says that when you see price taking out that neckline, take your sell position right there, stop loss above. But then guess what? If we hide the left shoulder, just like I said before, something like this, guys. I hope it's making sense. You realize that price is just giving out a lower low, lower high, and it's kind of crazy. You just made your entry right here. So if I take a trend, make sure it passes through the right shoulder, something like that, and clone that trend line, something like this. So you see, you might have taken your entry probably around this level, then your stop loss will be all the way to the right shoulder. So price, like I said before, has a potential maybe to respect that trend, or if it continues going up, there's a possibility price might go all the way up to retest this right shoulder. Then that's when it's safe to take your sell position. Now once again, repeat the same thing that I just talked about. Head and shoulder on the higher time frame, wait for the third touch. That's when you take your entry. Now on the third touch, look for mini version of a, if you're talking about head and shoulder, look for a mini version of a double top or a mini version of a head and shoulder. Once again, that is on the 50 minutes or the 5 minutes, whichever. That's when you execute, guys. This is crazy. Now when we talk about double bottom and double top, it's just the same case. Most people say, most articles, that is, when you see a double bottom, this is it, wait for price to take out the neckline. That's when you execute. This is it, something like this. So then articles say you take your entry right there, but then that's not the way, guys. So this is it. Now when you see a double bottom at the higher time frame, this is the case. Wait for price to take out that high, then guess what, wait for a continuation pattern, which is a bullish flag, something like this, then have it right here. Then now inside that bullish flag, you add more confidence, guys, another inverse head and shoulder or a double bottom. That's a mini version of a double bottom at the 15 minutes, guys, or the 5 minutes. Now once that is confirmed, then guess what, take your entry and target whichever amount that you want to target. Your stop loss, of course, below that. I hope that sinks in, guys, and quite easy. But then let's talk about double top. Just the same thing, guys. Double top, this is it. Okay, then remember, if you see a double bottom or a double top, head and shoulder or inverse head and shoulder, I'm repeating this, guys, at the highest time frame, don't take your entry once the price takes out the neckline, guys. Go to the lower time frame. Like I said before, let's say this is H4 or daily. Let's go to the 15 minutes. Then we wait for price. Of course, price has broken out that neckline. Guess what? We wait for a continuation pattern, this time a bearish flag, something like this. Then now inside this bearish flag, we might wait for a double top once again. Now this time a mini version or a head and shoulder. Now the moment it takes out the neckline or breaks out of that neckline, the mini version, guys, don't forget, that's when you take your sell position. This is the case. Maybe a double crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Something like this. Price does this, then gives a double top, then it's confirmed for you to take your sell position. And of course, your stop loss this time round has to be above the last high. Okay, now that's when you need to target your anticipated level. Now if you kind of see this, it's just another trend, guys. I keep on saying that price of the market do give out blueprints, guys. This is it. So you see, it kind of makes sense. Now look at this, guys. When you took your sell position, the moment you took out that neckline, so you see, kind of it's crazy where you did take your sell position. So you see, the market definitely is going to reverse for you. All right, so I hope you guys got that short video, guys, and stay safe, guys. Check out my Telegram link in the description, guys, and do not discount. The only way you can reach me is only through the links in the description. So many Telegram channels impersonating my email, but then that's not me, so don't get scammed. The only way you can get to me is only through the links in the description box. So adios, amigos, peace.